Hi and welcome back to another video. My name is Gamercraft Deluxe. Welcome back to episode 3 of the journey. And yeah, I really hope that you're enjoying this series because I'm enjoying filming it. Right now I've had 2 episodes up, and I also want to know if anybody feels like commenting. How often do you want this series? Do you want me to upload like frequently, like once a week, twice a week, or maybe just like once in 2 weeks? Anyway, today's episode we will be continuing our journey, walking throughout Middle-earth, but I will also introduce you to 2 new characters which I found along the way. As I was saying in the last episode, I was going to continue on walking, so I didn't have as much walking, but sadly enough I only walked from like I don't know, like here somewhere to here, just because I forgot to. No, I didn't forget. It's just on the way I met these people, and they're kind of important people to this whole Middle-earth Minecraft Middle-earth mod. So I kind of want to introduce you to them. First of all, we have the elves. This is the Lindon elves. There are different kinds of elves. There's the wood elf, woodland realm. We have the Winion. They're kind of like human elves. They're like kind of a mixture between them. Rundel, no, they're not really. But high elves, you have Lindon elves. There's all these types of elves. I think actually high elves is Lindon elves. It's just the faction name is called high elves. But as I'm saying, this is basically like the hobbits. Apart from their elves, they're a bit taller. They're basically like normal size of a Minecraft character, and they are pretty cool people, which I actually like a lot. Of course, if you've watched if you've read or watched any kind of series which has with fantasy to do, there's most likely going to be something with an elf to do in that. So you know how they are, how most of them are. They have like bows, and they are very talented smiths. And here we have the Rangers of the North, which is basically like a scouting people in a way. They're just like rangers. They're rangers. They have their bows, they have their daggers, and all that cool stuff. They're just humans, but there are rangers, which there's not really more that I can say about that. That's just the 2 new people that I met along the way towards Blue Mountains, where we're going to meet the dwarves. The dwarves is interesting people, which when we make it there I will definitely talk about. So first of all, we have to go to one of the ranger camps, because every mob in a way, every NPC kind of has their own buildings. As you can see, oh, we got a ranger bow. That's actually pretty cool. Different bows do different damage and have different range. This one has a draw speed 100%, range damage 100%, and range 150%. Here we have a trader, a captain. We basically can buy soldiers from, but not yet because we don't have enough alignments to do that. As I was saying, every NPC has their own like buildings and stuff. For example, dwarves, they have their caves, and they have the mining shafts and all those different kind of things. Right now I'm just going into the tents, which is where you will find the Rangers of the North. That's the most frequent place you will. They also have watchtowers, but they're not as common as these. Ooh, that's actually cool. We found a bit of the armor. As I surely said this last episode, but I'm gonna say again, every NPC also has armor. So right now I'm just getting some bread. I'm just getting some food. You know, food's actually pretty nice. You know. What's happened? Did everything just freeze there? Sorry, that was just that doesn't actually happen a lot. I don't know what happened. Iron ore is always lovely, and we are getting a bit of food. I do want to actually get this crafting table, because crafting tables for the different factions are actually pretty important. Because you can use the crafting tables to make armor for that faction. For example, if I have ranger crafting table, I will be able to craft ranger. If we just search up ranger here, here we have the ranger clothes, and if we go like damn it, I accidentally gave myself one again. This always happens. Here and then if we go to crafting recipe, you will see you need a ranger crafting table and of course the material. So actually we have to find a few cows, because I have the iron. I just need a bit of cows leather. That's why I need the cows. I just need a little bit of leather to actually craft these, and I do have the crafting table with me now, and I got a bit of food. Well, we will continue our journey north. I think we're going north right now. I'm not going really north, or we're going kind of west, aren't we? And we actually have unlocked the waypoint all the way over here to, so because we entered this, we'd now unlocked a lot more waypoints. Waypoints is basically fast travel points you can fast travel to, and we can fast travel here to Myth London, and we are super close to Blue Mountains. That's amazing. Now we're a lot closer to Blue Mountains. We actually might reach it this episode, which I'm actually really surprised about, because I didn't think that we were gonna make it to Blue Mountains so fast. And it's been like, what is it, 40 minutes maybe? Like, one episode was 30, previous one was like 20. Maybe it's gonna be like an hour, but we still have a bit to travel. There's still another like 1,000 blocks we can travel, and on the way we maybe find some cows, which can get some leather, and you know, we get some cool stuff. But what we have to do when we reach Blue Mountains is that there's this material called Saurlim, something like that. Oh god, my pronunciations must be horrible. Anyway, when you get that material, sorry, it's gonna take a really long time for fast travel, so you can skip forward, but I'm just gonna ramble on for a bit. When you get that material, so you need a dwarven forge. And look, we got a achievement. You need a dwarven forge. That the Saurlium thing, and iron to make dwarven dwarven ingots, which you then can make dwarven ingots to then craft items. So we do have to get a bit more iron, because right now we are on 13, and that's definitely not going to be enough. As we now we have reached Lindon. Lindon is kind of like okay. So this area, the Lindon area, is kind of where the elves are. And if you watch the series, not the series, the films, you kind of know that dwarves and elves don't have a real good. They don't really like each other that much. It's not like they fight against each other a lot. Actually, maybe I think they do. But oh look, there's a cave down there. Oh, actually, yeah. You know, there are some good positive things when you lag. But they don't really like each other a lot. You know, it's not very they are not the best of friends. So, oh god, what's happened there? They're not the best of friends. So they do fight a bit, and it is pretty funny when they live so close, but yet they still fight. As you can see, I did lag a bit, but you know, lagging in some cases can be fine, because I saw the iron, and I was like, iron? Yes please. So I will just basically get this iron and this coal, and I'll be right back. I don't wanna waste your time. So basically I'll be back in a few seconds. So I'm back. Yeah, I did get a bit of this. I actually put them all into a pouch, but I did get a bit of iron ore and iron and coal, but I also found something pretty interesting. I found some things that go down, and I just didn't want to go exploring without you, you know, so that's why I actually came back. And as you can see, there was nothing there. Can you let me up again, please? Okay, we made it up. Okay, that's actually, I think that's like salt or something like that. What is it? Yeah, I think it's nita. Okay, so we have to be careful here, because we don't want to take actually oh my. I think I just entered a big cave, and you know, oh yeah, there's lava there also. Okay, this is actually pretty scary. Not really, it's not really scary, it's pretty exciting. If you look at, up here, you can see I'm playing with the thing, so it goes up and down, if you were wondering what was happening there. And I just got quiet. I was just playing a bit. Anyway, so we've done like about 8 minutes, plus this, probably like 9 minutes into the video now. So, actually, yeah, about 9. So, I would say so far this episode has been going well. Okay, so what, can I actually mine this with this, can I? No, I can't. Okay, so I have a plan, So we do like this. I am so smart. I actually thought about this before. I've been doing so good, like school and everything today. My life just not really. My life is amazing. Okay, so now we got an iron pickaxe, so we can basically, please don't say it's a sluggish tool speed. Okay, so I got a faster tool speed actually, so that's actually cool. I've talked about this before, but basically items, they don't have enchantments in this. They basically have sharp, sluggish, which basically will give it different abilities, just like enchantments. It's just they actually don't have books of enchantment. You have to like get an anvil and then like reforge it if you don't get what you want. So we just got a new ore, which is actually called topaz. Anyway, topaz. So we will just keep on going. You know, why destroy this amazing adventure? Maybe we should have gone to yeah, didn't I say, oh, we'll make it to Blue Mountains today? Nope, not with the way I mine stuff. Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah. This is for a second I had to think, because I don't play this mode so much. I was like, what was that now again? But this is actually, it's kind of like a staff thing. Oops, I have to, one more block there. This is a special elven or special ore which you can only find in and what's happening? Oh god, one sec. There we go. This is a special ore which you can only find in this kind of biome, in the elven biome. Basically, it's like a star, and you can mainly use it for decoration, I think, actually. So let's just search it up. Yeah, it's kind of like a decoration thing. But for the elves, I think it's pretty important. I really don't know how to pronunciate that so much. Oh, here we have a bit fire. Oops, wrong language. Sorry. Just was to switch language instantly there. Okay. Yeah, bit of iron never hurt, didn't it? Actually, something that I want to talk about, which I always forget to talk about in videos, but then precisely after video, when I'm like in school and I have like a okay, I don't know what's happening here. When I have a break, it's so amazing. You go and you're like, okay, I haven't uploaded for like a week. There are reasons. I have like a lot of studying, because you know, school. But anyway, you check your YouTube, and then you just see 13 subs, which I think is pretty cool. I know it's not big. It's not big. To be totally honest, it's not that big. But for me, it's pretty big. 13 is actually a big number. I know this is a bad way of thinking about it, and you actually have to like remove 3, I think, because I have like 3 accounts that sub myself. I never sub to myself on other channels. Only pathetic people do that. Anyway, so that's like maybe like 9 people, and it doesn't sound like a lot when you think about these YouTubers with like 52, like PewDiePie. I think he has like 52 million subs now. But 9 people. Damn it, I sound so pathetic when I say this. 9 people. Okay, if you're in a room and you're surrounded by 9 people, and every single, I'm not saying that this is how it works with subs, but if you think that you're surrounded by 9 people, and all these 9 people kind of like you enough to actually just like talk to you, I guess, then you would feel very happy because you got a lot of attention. Yes, some of those YouTubers might have like 52 million people talking to them, and they might have a lot of attention. But 9 people is actually pretty good. I mean, 9 people talking to you is actually cool. I would be happy with that. Because right now there's like 0 people talking to me. But oh, this is actually a new. Oh, I don't know why I removed that. So this, I'm just gonna tell you what this is. All these different like opal and tobacks and all those different things. They're basically just gems and stuff like that, which when you find a trade, you can just sell them to him and he will give you a lot of coins. So they are things that you actually have to, you don't have to, but they are important for you to mine, because you can later just sell them to these merchants or the traders, whatever you want to call them, and make a pretty penny. Not a word I use often, but in this context I would say it works. So back to the points. I got 13 subs, which is nice according to me. But I also have, what is it now? It's so much. I wanted to make a video for 10,000, but now it's on like 12, isn't it? I wanted to make a video for 10,000 views, but for some reason you guys just wait. Did I just mine into something? Okay, I don't. Oven brick. Did I just mine into something? One sec. No, yeah, I just mined into the road. Ooh, that's an elven house. Let me just finish this point quickly. I was gonna make a video for 10,000 views, which that's big. That's a lot of views. 10,000 views. I'm not saying that it's a different person, but even if there's like 20 people, which combined have done those 13,000 views, I am happy. So actually, I just accepted the mission, which is slay spawn of Agma, basically people that come from the Agma faction, no matter if it's an orc, a warg. You don't know what wargs are, yeah, don't you? Anyway, a warg is basically just like a big angry beast. So this, as I said, every NPC has their own type of armor, and here we have the Linden armor and the Linden bow. Elves are known for their bows. That's why we're actually gonna take this bow over my ranger bow, because it does a lot more range damage. As you can see, this one does range damage 125%, and this one has only 100%. And it has, I think it has a faster draw speed. Yeah, it also has a faster draw speed. AKA, you can use the weapon a lot faster. For example, boom. See how fast that was. Then we also have a Linden slow sword. These swords, I know this one is actually pretty slow. It won't do as much damage, but it's still a sword, you know. I need swords. I have to protect myself. Well, right now I'm not an enemy with the orc, so they won't really attack me. But in the future, I might need them. The thing with elven swords, I don't know if it's only one elven faction or if there's all of them. When there's an orc in the nearby, the sword lights up. It lights up, and it will notify you that there's evil approaching in a way, which I think is actually pretty cool. So I think I've run out of things to talk about. As you can see, I was launching point after launching. God, that's not a word you should use in that context. Anyway, I was saying point after point after point. I kind of just ran out of points already. I don't really know. Let's see how close we are to, as you can see, when we still have like a decent 4,000 something blocks to walk. So the journey might take another episode, because right now we're on like, I don't know, 8 minutes before, maybe like 17 minutes in total. Maybe I will have something at the end saying like thank you, and well, am I gonna do this glitch again? Lots of fire. Anyway, maybe at the end I will have some. Oh God, sorry, this is really bad. Maybe at the end I will have some sort of thank you for 30,000 views, which are it's really big. And yeah, again, I just have to thank you for that. 13,000 people is that's a lot of people, and I mean, I guess I just guess. How many people does my school have? My school, my school has about. My school is a big school. We have all. Maybe you won't understand if you're English, but in Sweden, not in Sweden, not in Sweden. Wait. Anyway, in the school system that I am in, it goes from it doesn't really go from it goes from, you start school when you're 6. That's like, we call it kluringarna. Oh god, am I gonna really talk Swedish in this? Anyway, you start school when you're about 6, and you go from 6 to about 15, and then you completed the first part of school. But in my school, which goes from 6 to 15, I think there's about 900 people. And actually there's also preschool, there's also daycare there. So maybe there's like 1,000 people there. So think my school, my whole school, everybody I know in my school, everybody I know at school, times 13. Everybody in my school, not everybody I know at school, I don't know everybody in school. But think that times 13 is actually a massive point. I mean, 13 times my school. I want to actually check up on the views right now. So actually I will make a bit of a cut here, and we will cut, I would say. Anyway. But anyway, 12,601, I think it was, when I checked it last, about 2 seconds ago. But you know, that's still an amazing amount of people who actually decided that maybe I'll press this video which this person made. I mean, the thought of somebody pressing your video is anyway a good thought. Today my computer's lagging a lot, maybe because it knows that I have training soon. Anyway, but 13,000. I mean, I remember my previous channel, how ecstatic I was when I got 500 in total, and now I have a video with 6 times that. When you have a video which has six times the amount of views you had on your old channel, you know that life's pretty good. Oh, actually, what's this? Is this a spear? What's this? What's this? Oh, it's a long spear. Lasting long spear. These are pretty amazing because you can get a lot of range damage. Basically, you can attack. Look, I can reach that from here, which basically means that it's basically just basically, okay? It's basically. You basically should just understand this now. Anyway, that gets really irritating after a while, doesn't it? Why do I only... the only thing I find is... Oh, maybe I should get a crafting table from the elves, so I can make some elf stuff. Anyway, just remove the seeds. 13,000. Still such a big number that you can't wrap your head around. Is that a no, it was a bird. I thought it was a spider because it was like dropping down from the air. So, how many more? How much more do I actually have to walk? So I'll walk forward a bit about to like this sort of area, and then I'll go west and I'll go into Blue Mountains. And I was just showing that with my cursor, but then I remembered you can't see that. You can't see that. You can see this because I have the cursor in the middle, but when I actually point things with my cursor on my computer, you don't see it, don't you? So right now we're just walking. I'm walking. You're talking. I'm walking, and I'm talking, and I think nobody's listening. I don't know. I'm actually pretty happy about this series so far. We have had pretty nice progress, and the first video got a decent response. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get. This is not gonna be like my most popular series. That would more be my event videos. I don't, if you can really call that a series, but it's definitely it got a bit of response. I mean, I got a few people saying that it's nice, and you know, when a few people say that it's nice and nobody says that it's bad, I think I should continue the series. And who knows, maybe one day somebody else will find a series and watch it, like even a bit after I release, like 2 months after. So what we just found here is we found people. Wait, what? Where did my leather go? Oh, actually, already happened that. So we have to kill these. Sadly enough, they actually can attack you. That's why he's trying to charge against me, trying to kill me. But they are pretty important to kill because they will give me a bit of food and they will give me some leather. And the leather I can basically use to just make some dope clothes. Dope is not a word I use often. I will stop using that also. So, as you can see, this is the damage that my bow does. It like insta kills pretty much. Insta kills. It doesn't really insta kill if you already hit it twice. God, I'm not the brightest today. I know I said before that I'm so smart, but you know. Oops, I accidentally dropped my sword. I'll press the Q button, and it should drop my sword. But you know, it's fine if you just stay. There we go. There we go. Now it dropped it. I look. Okay, now I picked it up. So I will remove my horns because I don't need these. I don't need these. Hello, people of. Hello, elven people. People of. I was about to say people of elves. The only on these item frames you can find more than just. You think you can only find helmets apparently, because that's the only thing I find in chests or something. But you can find more than just helmets. You can find chest plates and stuff like that. So right now I'm just getting a bit unlucky with everything I'm seeing being a helmet. I would love to get like a chest plate, something like that, but apparently not. Okay, so now we sneak up on this beast and boom, 17 damage. That's too. Okay. If I had held that in the whole way, then it would be 2-hit kill. But now it's 3-hit kill. So now we put down this range. Oh, I forgot that you need at least one alignment with Dunedain of the North to actually use the table. I am not the brightest today. Anyway, so we will keep on going towards the Blue Mountains. The Blue Mountains. We can go about. Yeah, I could say we could go about west now towards the mountains. And then we will most likely be in the. Hopefully, I can finish this. I've had 6. What was it? What was it? 8, 9, 6. So maybe like 3 more minutes. Then I actually have to start to get changed for my training. But you know, I still got a fair amount of time left. Maybe I do need a bit of food because so Pebble. Oh, if I ever like face like a Balrog or something like that, it would be like Pebble, Stone, Pebble, 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 Pebble. Did I just hit myself with my own pebble? I am. Very nice, yes. Food pouch, bread. Get a bit of bread. I was about to go in the cave there, but you know I've already been doing that so much today. I've spent like most of the episode either rambling on about some point which I think nobody cares about, or actually what's that? Oh, those are horses. Or just forget it if it's getting distracted by something, or being in the mines. So, you know, it's been a hectic episode to say the least, but it's been a long one, and I actually enjoy these episodes. They make me pretty happy, to be totally honest. And you know, it is a bit weird talking to yourself. I remember my first video my first video actually didn't record by myself, didn't I? Yeah, my first video was a collab, if you really want to call that. And so it wasn't as awkward. It was kind of like talking to your friends, but in front of a game. But I also did that. It was kind of like Skyping to a friend, actually, if you know what that is. Or being on the phone with somebody while playing a video game. That was what it is. What it was. And this is kind of like talking to yourself, which I do on a daily basis, so I don't have problems with it. But knowing that you're gonna upload this later, and somebody's gonna see this, and go, how can he just talk to himself for legit, I don't like using that word, Before I used it like every sentence. Anyway, for like legit half an hour, and which now I've had half an hour. I've had like about a film. Instead of watching this series, you could watch the film. Is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, anyway, I'm gonna finish this episode in about 1 to 2 minutes. But yeah, it is a bit weird talking to yourself. But at the end of the day, I think that's kind of something you have to do. Because talking to yourself really means that you can express your opinion. Because when you talk to yourself, you think you're only talking to yourself. And when you record it to YouTube, you're still talking to when you're recording it, you're still talking to yourself. But then later, it's kind of like you recording a voice message. Right now they're not hearing it, but then later they will hear it, and they will get the message in a way. I think that's a weird way to finish an episode, but you know, hey Ben, that's my character name, isn't it? Anyway, hey Ben is here, and you know there was no need to fear. Now the end is near, so I'll see you most likely next year. See you later.